Let everything inside you and whatever is happening outside of you, letting it be as they are in this moment. You just rest and rest. Doing nothing but simply resting in the space of silence. The mind may keep wandering here and there. Let it wander. Give it permission to wander. And you simply rest your body. You simply sit. Gently opening your eyes. Welcome to the session. I hope you feel good now. So I see that some people have shared in the chat how has being calm and balanced helped them in their life. Someone says, helps me be with the mediator when my siblings argue. Helps me remain grounded during stressful situations. Helps me manage my anxiety. Fantastic. Isn't that great? So, amongst the, if you have seen my previous sessions, if you've not, I really urge you to go and watch the series on various teachings of the Buddha. He talks about the Four Noble or Universal Truths, which are very secular. The Buddha, the great master, the great physician and scientist, he practiced and spoke about these Four Noble Truths, which are the first one. He says that stress is a fact. We will have stress, it's common, right, for humanity. The second Noble Truth says that the reason we suffer or we face stress is because we keep reacting to things without much thought, right? As if we're conditioned to give responses. We react with anger immediately, react, right? So we react to things, right? And the reason we react to these things is because we don't know the true nature of why we suffer. Why do I suffer like this? Right? So, true nature of suffering is very important to know, and this I will talk about in my next session. But coming to the third noble truth, he says that this kind of suffering can be reduced. And how can we reduce this kind of suffering? We can reduce this kind of suffering through the practice of the beautiful tool of mindfulness. This is the fourth noble truth. He says the path is mindfulness. And the most important practice or the foundation of mindfulness is to observe things as they are, or observe things with a sense of balance and calm. And this is what the Buddha called as equanimity. It's nothing but a sense of calm and balance. It is actually an attitude, to put it simply, right? We all can practice this. That's what the Four Noble Truths is about, right? Every being on earth can practice this, every human being on earth. But how do we practice equanimity? We will do that right now. So we will meditate for a bit, getting a feeling of, wow, this is what being in equanimity feels like, right? So I will guide you for the next 10 to 15 minutes. And if you hear any outside noises, because I am from the land of India and the land of traffic, we're all working from home. So let's use this outside noises as a tool to practice better because we live in a real world. We need to meditate and feel calm in a real world, right? Let's begin. So let's get our backs and our necks straight but still relaxed. Keeping our hands on the sides or as we like. Making sure the feet is on the floor. And gently closing your eyes. And letting everything around you and inside of you, whatever you're experiencing, let it happen. Let it happen and you not do nothing about it. Just sit. And now gently bring your attention to Any sounds that you may be able to hear around you, just listen to them as they are, just as sounds. Sounds can be traffic outside, people talking, washing machine, anything. Sometimes you may like what you're hearing, sometimes you may not like. Like I'm hearing someone talking loudly outside. I don't exactly like it, but for a change, can I listen to it just as a sound without getting irritated? The mind may wander away from the sounds. Let it wander, no problem at all. When you notice it's gone away, with equanimity, with calmness, just bring it back to the sounds. That's it. Hearing different kinds of sounds and just listening to them, not reacting to them. Whatever else you experience or may happen apart from listening to sounds, that's okay too. Just remember to come back to sounds whenever your mind has gone away. Just the sounds, listening to them and resting. And now bring this attention down to your breath at your belly or the chest. And just like you observed sounds, observe your natural breathing. You can keep your hand either on the belly or the chest, just to notice the natural flow of your breath. If you're unable to concentrate, be calm and quiet, and whenever possible, come back to your breathing at your belly or the chest. Developing a sense of peace and quiet with the breath as it is happening. Feeling the breath, however it is, feeling the natural breath as it is going in and out. Just a relaxed way of feeling the breath. If the mind wanders, let it wander. Whenever possible, come back to the breathing. That's all. Come back calmly, quietly. being present to your breathing. And now gently letting go of the attention on the breath, sitting quietly for a bit. Gently opening your eyes. Was that beautiful? This is how you practice equanimity. If the attention goes away from anything, come back to it calmly, quietly. And this is the foundation of the entire practice of mindfulness. This is the third and fourth noble truth. Equanimity is like the soul of your life that will help you during all things in your life. This practice alone can give you all the benefits mindfulness gives. During this week, try and experiment for yourself. Don't believe because I said or the Buddha said. Let's say you're cooking, washing, or sipping some coffee or tea. Whenever you notice that the mind has gone away into random talking, chattering, come back to a state of balance and calm and notice what you're doing and see how you feel. This reminds me of a beautiful story of how the Buddha practiced equanimity and how it helped him. One day, as he was doing some work, a guest came into his home and he was very angry. And he actually sat and spoke a lot of angry words to the Buddha. That and this and that. And he was also trying to test the patience of the Buddha or try to irritate him. The Buddha sat there calmly, quietly, and after the guest finished what he has to say, he said, "You can take your gift back. I don't want your gift." And the guest was confused. "What do you mean?" he asked. "Well, all your gift of words of anger, I don't want that gift. Keep them with yourself." And in a few seconds, the guest realized how the Buddha beautifully handled the situation. Remember, whatever you're doing in your life, have equanimity, have peace in your heart. You can practice equanimity with everything in your life. And on this beautiful, peaceful note, I want to thank you for sharing this time together. Please continue to explore a lot of wonderful meditations with us. Check out our daily live meditations at Round or Class or on our lovely app. I'll be back next week for another important live session. Until then, stay blessed, stay loved. Bye bye.